Assessment forms the final stage of the SARA problem-solving process. It's the evaluation to determine whether the response has worked out as intended and whether the problem has been removed, reduced or unintentionally aggravated. There are two main purposes of assessment in problem solving. The first purpose deals with the here and now. It helps you determine whether a crime problem is persisting following the implementation of responses. Knowing this can help you decide whether further problem solving efforts to address the problem are needed. The second purpose is to learn lessons for the future, to understand how your efforts to reduce crime might inform your work going forward, and to contribute to the wider evidence base about what is and what is not effective in tackling crime. For the first purpose of assessment, it may be enough to know whether your local crime problem is persisting, regardless of whether your problem-solving work was responsible for any observed reductions. For the second purpose of assessment, we need to know much more, including whether it was what you did that led to the decrease in crime and whether there were any side effects because of your activities. This approach will help you and others know whether your responses are worth trying when tackling new crime problems. Meeting the second purpose of assessment is challenging and will vary in its level of complexity depending on the scale of your local crime problem, nature of the responses implemented, skills and resources available. It is important to decide early in the problem-solving process what the purpose of the assessment is. Deciding this has implications for what you do in other parts of the SARA process. For example, if you are aiming to learn lessons for the future, you will need to start planning your measurements before any responses are put in place. If you find that numbers of knife-enabled robberies have declined and then look for the evidence that what you did was responsible for those falls, it risks producing biased findings.